Ooh, great hot take. All in caps. Jiu-jitsu is Brazilian. So, a lot of Keenan Cornelius controversy. He pushed the American Jiu-Jitsu thing and found a newspaper clipping or an article or whatever, showing that that American Jiu-Jitsu is actually a thing. And then you get the pushback of other people being like, "Oh no, it's Brazilian." Um, my argument, my stance on this is, who cares? Much of the reason people like to talk about this is because it's controversial, and that's why like Keenan branded this is because it's controversial. He's able to find an old newspaper clipping and get us talking about him on social media and on all the podcasts, and he upsets the people that he have screwed him over at a lot of IBJJF tournaments, and it's honestly, it's such a silly conversation. And these conversations are the things we talked about, things that rob you of joy in your jujitsu training. Getting hung up on the perfect terminology for even a technique or a movement. Those most people, those will no. It's not that that's not an important thing to do, or not something to or something to not focus on. But anytime you start to have emotional responses to what somebody calls jujitsu, what somebody calls grappling, what somebody calls Brazilian jiu-jitsu or American jiu-jitsu or Gracie jiu-jitsu, it starts to steal the joy of actually doing jiu-jitsu. If you were to put that focus on being on the mats in training, you would just enjoy jiu-jitsu so much more. And you can be cool with 10th Planet guys calling their jiu-jitsu 10th Planet jiu-jitsu. And it's like, it's this weird thing we always want, where we always want our way to not only be the best way, but the only way of doing things. And that's like just all these questions that we've answered, or these hot takes that we've had so far, about drilling and about techniques, and all these hot takes. They are just hot takes. They're just these ideas saying like, I'm right and everybody else is wrong. And there's just, I don't know, there's just this level of vindication when you have something, when you have an idea that nobody else shares, or you and only your group of friends share. And that's fine, but the problem with it is it robs you of the joy of doing jujitsu. It robs you. It actually steals your focus anyway. It's crazy how you go to any city in America, and most of the jujitsu schools hate each other. And you start to dig deeper and like, well, why do you hate these guys? And most of the time, it's because they train slightly different. Who cares? You guys literally have 99% of the stuff in common because you both like to wear bathrobes and roll around on the ground, or wear spandex and roll around on the ground. But because they wear bathrobes and we wear spandex, or because they still shrimp up and down the mats, which is useless, and we don't do it, we only do designated winner, we can't be friends with these people. You don't realize how much you have in common with those people because of your love for jiu-jitsu. And so when you start to put all this other stuff of the terminology that we use, or the instructors that we learn from, or the affiliation that we are a part of, and then put that in the way of the fact that you both love rolling around on the ground with other guys, you miss out so much on the enjoyment and the fun of jiu-jitsu. And so, is jiu-jitsu Brazilian? Can there be American jiu-jitsu? I don't know, but I really don't. In all honesty, I don't waste my thought process. I don't waste my time. I don't waste my focus with that stuff.